So for today, this is the Flyers, of course, the stadium jersey, which is kind of single colored. This is why I thought they look like, the color rush jerseys you see in the NFL. Nice stadium patch and all that. All right, the game. Honestly, all kidding aside, this was a more entertaining game than the last one. The last one had 43 shots. This one had 51, but it had its stretches. It had its stretches where there wasn't a whole lot going on. So early chances for the Flyers, but the shots were only at 1-0 for Philadelphia 4 minutes into this game. So again, it was a plodding start. Oh boy, this was kind of feeling like game 3 all over again. At 6 minutes, the Habs have one shot and they iced it, and they're still not running up the score. So, we talk about how coaches make, the complaints about the refereeing, and then in the next game they're getting calls. Maybe Vigneault complaining about running up the score made Montreal feel so bad that it's just taken out their scoring for the rest of the series. I'm kidding, obviously, but it's weird. It's weird that he complained about the running up of the scoring, and we're here now. So whatever powers you have, Alain Vigneault, where were they in Vancouver back in forever ago? All right. Raffle would score from Couturier and Voracek at 6:32. And it felt like this was important because this should get the game going and juice things up a little bit. Kotkaniemi was then guilty of a trip. The Flyers go to the power play. Couturier to Voracek. It was a shot at the empty net and he missed it. And I thought it was funny. They mentioned Houston and Simpson that normally if the Flyers are playing this way on the penalty kill at home, they would be getting booed by the fans. And maybe they should pipe in some booing from Philly fans to make them feel at home. And I thought, it's true. I mean, it's funny, but it's true. And maybe it's something to think about on the next round. Maybe pipe in some booing for some of these teams when they're not doing well on the power play. Have some fun with the whole crowd noise thing. Make it feel more, instead of just the incessant cheering, make it feel more like, all right, they'd be booing in this situation. Petrie had a chance that hit the side of the net, but honestly, I thought the defense for the Flyers was really good throughout this game. A few more chances and breaks than in Game 3 at that stage, but mostly to the outside. Then there's an own zone giveaway by Provorov, who I'm guessing was bored because he kept doing it. And Provorov's normally really solid defensively. Both teams clogging up the middle, blocking off net drives. So any shots you saw in that first period, basically most of them from the outside. Not a lot of really prime scoring opportunities from right in front. The Flyers, though, did need to stop turning it over. Not that it ends up mattering a whole lot, but they were turning it over a bunch. So we go to the second period with the 1-0 lead in favor of the Flyers. Montreal gets a chance around the 5-minute mark. Hart saved that. The shots were 2-1 for Montreal 7.5 minutes into the period. It would pick up from there, but boy, this was something. Gallagher really needs a goal. He's in quite the slump, but we're also asking the question, is Gallagher playing hurt? Gallagher's not getting a lot of ice time, so is Gallagher playing hurt? Is that what we're dealing with Montreal right now? Then there was a stick impalement of Price's jersey. It ends up being a humorous moment. Didn't stick him in the face or anything, so it's fine. He gets the stick out of his jersey and hands it off to the stick owner. Lawton takes a penalty. The Habs go to the power play. Not a lot of power plays in this game, but they were ineffective when they did happen. The shots were favoring the Habs, but few of them were really good chances, really great opportunities. They weren't getting a lot of rebounds. They weren't getting a lot of extra chances in this game. The Flyers had a shorthanded 2-on-1 that was defended well. The power play being stifled, really, honestly, that was true for both teams when they did get the limited opportunities they got. Petrie got a post from the point that was kicked out by Hart. And then, when that kind of opportunity happens, the puck ends up going the other way. And Philippe Myers gets a goal from Konechny and Hayes at 17:04. And it was a goal that goes in off of Price's stick. And it wasn't necessarily a fantastic goal. It's not, I don't know. It's hard to come after Carey Price and say, well, that was a weak one. Not a fantastic goal. He wasn't happy. He looked kind of skyward after that one. But honestly, it was against the flow of the play in that period too. The Flyers were held to 2 shots in the second period for a long time. And that one going in, I mean, it's just one of those things that it can happen to the best of goaltenders. The Flyers then pressed after that goal, testing Carey Price. Both teams seemed to pick up their energy level after that second goal. It felt like once it was 2-0, okay, now we have a game on our hands. We have stuff going on. We go to the third. Haig takes a puck to the back of the head. He's okay. It kind of grazed him off the back of the head. And again, the referees immediately blow it dead. Ever since the Calvert incident, it doesn't matter who's got the puck. As soon as a guy gets hit in the head with a puck, the whistle blows. And this is across all games, every team. It doesn't matter anymore. Guy gets hit in the head with the puck, even if it doesn't look like it's anything major, you immediately blow the whistle. Play is dead. Weber's point shots were trying to go through Flyers, and Haig was blocking a shot from Weber. Shea Weber letting it go from everywhere, and just they either weren't hitting the net, and if they were, Price was stopping them. The Flyers, no shots in the first 6 minutes of this period. Yeah, again, long periods of time where there's not a lot of shots being taken, not a lot of opportunities being generated. Just very much a chess match in this game, much like the third game. Even though, as I said, there were more shots in this game than Game 3, it felt eerily similar. Hart was having a very good game when tested. The Habs were getting some shots. They were up 9-3 in the shots halfway through that period. And then it would kind of die off after that as Philadelphia really cut things down. Also, Mete guilty of a high stick. The Flyers go to the power play, which gives them a chance to kill 2 minutes. The personnel in the power play was changing, but still held to the outside. So Vigneault realizes this power play needs to get going. He really needs his big guns to get going. They've been kept off the boards. Where's Claude Giroux on this score sheet? Where's he? And that's the thing. Eventually it's going to happen where the Flyers' top guys are going to start scoring and start getting goals and points, and they're already looking like they're moving on from this round. So they're escaping what would normally be a losing situation where their top guys aren't really getting the goals and the points, and that can be great because then in the next round that could be a reward for Philadelphia. So Myers guilty of a trip. The Habs go to the power play. They really needed to score. Hart denied Suzuki, covered the puck. Sherratt was then guilty of a delay of game. Late power play for the Flyers. And honestly, this game was done at that stage. Goaltender gets pulled. The Flyers defended really well. Kept it to the outside. Didn't worry about the empty net. Don't you dare run that score up, Philly. But, you know, they're up 3-1. It's not pretty. This has not been pretty hockey. It has been winning hockey. I don't know how this will work in the next round for Philadelphia should they finish off Montreal. By the way, Game 5 is tomorrow at 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 o'clock Eastern. Montreal doesn't have much turnaround time to figure out how to get a puck past Carter Hart, who has a shutout streak of exactly 120 minutes because he got pulled in Game 2 after allowing 4 on 26 shots. So Hart has been perfect since that game. The shots were 10-7 Philly in the first, but then it favored Montreal the rest of the way. 10-5 in the second, 12-7 in the third, and 29-22 are the final shots in favor of the Montreal Canadiens. The hits were 37-26 in favor of Montreal. This was a very not Philadelphia-like game. They don't win in the hits, they don't win in the shots, but they score. And that's the key. Montreal didn't. Power plays 0 for 3 for Philadelphia, 0 for 2 for Montreal. Carter Hart saves all 29 shots for his second straight shutout. He is the youngest player to record back-to-back shutouts since the 1940s. So thankfully that was tweeted out as to who did that. That was Harry Lumley in 1945. He was 18 years, 161 days old. He is a Hall of Famer, was inducted in 1980. Now, Carter Hart at 22 years and 5 days is younger than Terry Sawchuk, who accomplished the same feat in 1952. He was 22 years and 90 days old. Of course, he is a Hall of Famer inducted in 1971. So that's two Hall of Fame goaltenders, and Carter Hart sandwiched right in between the two. So pretty strong numbers for a very young goaltender for Carter Hart. Price, 20 saves on 22 shots, and as I said, Game 5 goes tomorrow. If the Montreal Canadiens are going to claw their way back, they have to figure out a way to get through the clog right in the middle that the Flyers are putting up. And it's been a really strong defensive game. Very frustrating for Montreal. You could see the frustration for the Habs in this game. And we'll see if they have any answer in Game 5. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below regarding this game. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.